By now, you've started the journey, built your confidence, and begun to live through English. But here comes the truth that few people talk about. There will be days when you feel stuck, days when you feel like you're not improving, days when everything feels slow, frustrating, and pointless. And in those moments, your biggest challenge won't be English itself. It will be the voice inside, your head that says, maybe I'll never be good enough. But let me remind you, progress is not always visible, but it is always happening. Learning a language is not a straight line. It's full of repetition, plateaus, confusion, and breakthrough moments that often come when you least expect them. One day you feel lost. The next day you suddenly understand a full conversation. This is part of the process, and if you give up now, you'll never see how far you could have gone. Burnout is real, but it doesn't mean you're weak. It means you need to rest, reset, and reconnect with your purpose. You don't have to be perfect every day. You don't need to study for hours every day. Even on your worst days, do something small. One sentence, one word, one video. Keep the momentum alive, even if it's tiny. The most powerful learners are not the ones who never feel tired. They're the ones who learn how to rest without quitting. And sometimes, all you need to get back up is to remember why you started. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you dream of studying abroad. Maybe you want to support your family, speak to international clients, or simply prove to yourself that you can do something hard. Whatever your reason is, write it down. Put it on your wall. Say it out loud every morning. Your reason is your fuel. And here's another truth. The world is changing fast. English is no longer optional, it's essential. Opportunities, information, global careers, international relationships, they all flow through English. The more fluent you become, the more freedom you gain. You'll be able to learn from the best minds on earth, access knowledge without waiting for translation, and participate in conversations that shape the world. You'll stop feeling like an outsider and start feeling like a global citizen. But none of that happens if you quit. You don't have to rush. You just have to keep moving. Build a system that works for you. Mix fun with study. Watch movies you love. Read topics that excite you. Talk to people who motivate you. Join online communities. Celebrate your progress. Share your journey. The truth is, you're not alone. Millions of learners around the world are walking this path with you. Making mistakes, getting better, trying again. Be proud that you are one of them. And when you feel discouraged, don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Are you more confident than last month? Do you understand more than you did last year? If the answer is yes, even a little, then you are winning. English is not something you finish. It's something you grow into. The more you use it, the more it becomes part of your life, your identity, your future. So keep going. One day you will speak English fluently without fear. One day you will look back and thank yourself for not giving up. One day someone else will hear your story and say, "Because of you, I didn't quit." You're not just learning English, you are becoming unstoppable. By this point, you've done what many people never do. You've kept going, even when it was hard, even when you felt like giving up, even when no one was cheering for you. You've faced fear, embraced struggle, and grown stronger. And now, you're not just learning English anymore, you're living it. You're no longer that person who was afraid to speak. Now you're the person who helps others find the courage to speak. And this is where your journey transforms into something greater than yourself. You see, when you reach a certain level in English, it's not just about fluency or confidence, it's about contribution. You now have the power to help others on the same path. Think back to how you felt on day one. Nervous, lost, unsure. Now imagine being the person who encourages someone else to take that first step. You can be the mentor, the guide, the inspiration. You can write posts that motivate beginners, answer questions in forums, join conversations in English groups, or even teach and share what you've learned. Your mistakes, your journey, your success. It all becomes a message of hope for someone else. And this is where mastery truly begins. Not when you stop learning, but when you start leading. Your English is now more than a skill. It's a bridge that connects you to people, cultures, knowledge, and dreams across the world. You can apply for international jobs, travel with confidence, attend global events, or even build your own business. You can speak on camera, post videos, write blog articles, or publish your story to the world. You're no longer just a learner. You're a communicator, a leader, a creator. And the most powerful part? This is just the beginning. Because once you've built this foundation, you can go anywhere. You can study other languages. You can network across countries. You can open doors for your family, inspire your friends, and build a future that once seemed impossible. Never forget where you started, but never limit where you can go. English is no longer just something you study, it's part of who you are. It's your tool, your voice, your gift, so use it. Use it to help others, to share your ideas, to build something meaningful. Be proud of every challenge you overcame because those struggles made you strong. And now, as you look ahead, ask yourself, who else can I help? What message can I share? What impact can I make? Because this is how your English journey truly changes your future, not just by improving your life, but by empowering you to improve the lives of others. And that, more than anything, is the real reward. You didn't just learn English, you became someone who never gave up. And now you carry a message the world needs to hear. Speak it, live it, pass it on. Now that you've grown from a hesitant beginner into a confident communicator, your English is no longer just a tool. It's a part of your identity, and it will continue to evolve with you for the rest of your life. But the journey doesn't end here, because true mastery is not a final destination. It's a lifestyle. The most successful English learners aren't the ones who stop once they reach fluency. They are the ones who stay curious, stay humble, and keep learning year after year. Why? Because the world keeps changing, and with it, the way we use English also changes. New words, new expressions, new opportunities, new technologies, all of it continues to grow. And your role now is to grow with it. You've built the foundation, and now you get to expand it. Take on new challenges. Read books you once thought were too hard. Write blog posts or stories. Start a YouTube channel. Lead conversations in meetings. Give public speeches. Create your own course. Or help others who are still at the beginning. Let English become your tool for continuous exploration, your access to ideas, innovation, and inspiration. And as you move forward, don't forget to protect the mindset that got you this far. Stay consistent, stay intentional, and most of all, stay connected to your purpose. Learning English gave you a voice. Now ask yourself, how will you use that voice to shape your future? Will you use it to teach, to lead, to inspire? To build a career that reaches beyond borders, to tell your story to the world? Because now you have that power, and you'll begin to see that English is more than communication, it's freedom. The freedom to choose your path, the freedom to learn anything, anywhere, the freedom to be part of global conversations, global opportunities, and global impact. Most people never give themselves permission to dream that big, but you did. You took the long road, you stayed with it, and now the world that once felt so far away is opening up to you. So keep feeding your skills. Keep challenging your comfort zone. Keep rising higher, not just for success, but for significance. Because one day, you won't just be known as someone who learned English. You'll be remembered as someone who used it to change lives, including your own. You'll be the proof that language can open doors, build bridges, and rewrite destinies. So keep your fire burning. Keep your future open. Because with English by your side, there is no limit to what you can do, who you can become, or how far you can go. At this stage in your English journey, something powerful begins to happen. You realize that English is no longer just a tool you are learning. It has become a part of your identity, your daily thinking, your choices, and your future. It is no longer just about studying, it's about leading. It's about becoming an example for others who are still afraid to take their first step. And this is where your purpose grows deeper. Because now, you are no longer just improving your own life. You are beginning to inspire others to believe that they can change theirs too. You are becoming proof that with consistency, belief, and courage, transformation is possible. Look at how far you've come. From being afraid to speak, afraid to make mistakes, to now being able to express your thoughts in another language. That is no small thing. That is power. That is growth. And it matters. Because there are millions of people, right? Now who are where you once were, nervous, uncertain, full of doubt, and what they need more than anything is someone real, someone relatable, someone like you to show them that it's possible to overcome. That's your gift now, your story, your journey, your truth. Don't hide it. Don't wait until you feel perfect before you share. In fact, it is your imperfections, your honesty, your mistakes, your fear. That is what people connect to most. When you share how you struggled with confidence, or how you failed a test, or how you once couldn't speak a full sentence, but didn't quit, that story becomes a light for someone else sitting in silence, thinking they're alone. You become the voice they didn't know they needed to hear. And that is leadership, not titles, not fame, impact. Use your English now to make that impact. Post a video telling your story. Start a blog or podcast for other learners. Teach a younger student what you wish you knew when you started. Join an English-speaking group and lift someone else up. Comment on a post with encouragement. Start small, but start. Because English is no longer just your skill. It is your platform. It is your passport to global contribution. You can now use it to speak about the things that matter to you, to raise your voice for your community, to be a part of important conversations that go beyond your country and into the world. You are now connected to something bigger than yourself. English has given you a seat at the table. What are you going to say? What are you going to build? Who will you help? Because when you step into this new role, not just learner, but leader, everything changes. You begin to realize that the dream was never just about fluency. It was about freedom. Freedom to choose, freedom to express, freedom to create and inspire and grow without borders. And now, with this freedom, you get to decide what legacy you leave behind. Will you just use your English for your own success? Or will you turn it into a force for good? Will you help others believe that they too are capable? Because when you speak English confidently, the world doesn't just hear your words. They feel your journey. They see your strength. They recognize the hours, the late nights, the silent practice, the fear you pushed through, the battles you faced quietly. And because you made it, they begin to believe they can too. This is how movements begin. Not with the loudest voices, but with real people choosing not to stay silent. Your journey doesn't have to be flashy. It just has to be real. So be real, be honest, be bold. You don't need to be an expert to help someone. You just need to be a few steps ahead and willing to reach back and say, I was there too. Keep going. Imagine if everyone who learned English shared their story. Mentored one person, encouraged 5. Motivated 10, what kind of world would we live in? A world where language is not a barrier, but a bridge. A world where young people from rural villages can dream bigger because someone told them they could. A world where confidence is passed from one voice to another like a flame. That world starts with you. You are not too small. You are not too late. You are exactly the kind of person this world needs more of. Someone who didn't quit. Someone who kept learning. Someone who turned struggle into strength. You were once the student. Now you are the story. You were once afraid to speak. Now you give others the courage to begin. This is your time to lead. You don't have to be perfect. Just present. Just willing. Just brave enough to show up. And every time you do, every post, every voice message, every sentence you share in English, you are leading someone closer to their own breakthrough. You are doing more than you know. And as you continue to grow, continue to give. Because leaders don't stop learning, and real learners never stop leading. This is the full circle. This is how you don't just change your life, you help rewrite the story for others. So take your English, take your voice, and lead the way. You've earned it. Your English journey is just getting started. Keep going, keep growing, and never stop believing in yourself. If this message inspired you, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video with someone who needs it. Let's grow together. Your future starts now. Thank you for watching.